Woo! Hello and welcome to another episode of Time SEO. Today we're looking at 2021 in review and what the hell 2022 has in store for us. So it's been a big year, like every year, for SEO specialists. Mobile first finally kind of properly got rolled out after being pushed back 4 or 5 times. So if you think Google's immune to delays, think again. Core Web Vitals rolled out, but even though everyone predicted it would be a huge thing, it turned out to be like a pebble, but like a pebble, it's creating all these ripples and it's actually becoming a big deal again all of a sudden because websites with poor cumulative layout shift are getting penalized and huge time to first bytes now are starting to get hit hard. We're noticing across all the projects we're working on. So definitely still worth fixing your page speed, guys. It's becoming a big thing again all of a sudden. What else happened in 21? We also had the product review update just finished rolling out. English only at this stage, but it will roll out to other different variants, and that's really hammering hard on affiliates. The biggest thing that Google is now focused on is people feel like SEOs are dominating the search results. I would not be surprised if there's another update hitting recipes next. You know when you go to like cook something and you got a recipe and there's like 1,000 words of like, anyway, I found this while I was in Turkey exploring with my grandma that passed away, and you're like, why do I need to know all this? SEO, and I'm sorry. But I think Google's going to be really rolling that back because users just don't want to see it. Same with products. There was a lot of that kind of affiliate schema, like, oh, here's our top 10 rated blah toothbrushes in order of how much they pay us, essentially. And Google's trying to rein that back to quality content. Also hitting AI and kind of natural language processing. Google is really taking a stance against that at this stage. We've tried out a lot of kind of auto-generated content through like Jarvis and those kind of systems, but Google is not loving it. So definitely humans want to read human-based content. Content for the sake of content is not doing you any favors. So what's happening in 2022? Well, following on from the content piece, I think that we're going to see a lot of emphasis on Google wanting to see concise, factual information. That's not jargon generated from machines to churn out sentences that just take longer to read. I think people and their attention spans, I mean, TikTok only proves that, just want things fast, right? So long articles, while currently in favor, may condense down to 600, 1200 words max, with longer pieces of content becoming videos instead. So I definitely see that being a big emphasis for Google. I actually also see Google putting a huge emphasis on video this year. There's a lot of papers coming out that Google's doing on how to understand videos. So previously we know that Google's very good at understanding images now, and you guys are a big part to thank for that. Every time you've done a capture and you've identified highways, roads, tolls, whatever, I get a lot of funky ones these days, but you've helped train Google to detect images. But now what's next is Google is using that technology for videos. So they're starting to detect what's happening in videos, who's in videos, and building entities around that. Now, don't get too excited. I don't think that's gonna happen just yet in 2022, but I would not be surprised to see in 23, 24, entity-based search becoming a huge thing. So that means, you know, identifying brands in videos, people in videos, all these different things that Google can take out of YouTube and put into search results. Does that mean you should rush out and take videos right now? Probably not. I would still very much focus on the things that are working now and will continue to still work in 24, 25, which is link building, quality links with niche relevance, making sure your technical SEO is really strong, your core web vitals, building up really strong engaging content. And then if we find that this video thing becomes a huge part of what Google sees, we can supplement that content with videos to make it even better. But Google's still not there. So don't go from this video and go, oh, I'm just gonna take a ton of videos and they're gonna be sick and Google's gonna love them, because I don't think that's gonna happen. But it's going to be an exciting year nonetheless. There's going to be a lot of core updates, a lot of stuff in that natural language processing sector as well. The last thing I'll part us on is that Google is going to be making some plays, and the reason why I think that is because other search engines' market share is growing. Bing grew 0.5% of the market in the last year. DuckDuckGo is crushing it, growing a lot year on year, and Google is shrinking. Now, if you're an investor or someone working at Google, down means bad. So they're going to be doing everything they can to be getting that market share back and making sure we still say Google it, not Bing it, or DuckDuckGo it. I don't even know how that one goes. But till then, guys, see you in 2022.